critics taking to the internet in outrage. The White House then responding, saying the behavior was inappropriate and disrespectful.
It was unfair to the hundreds of attendees who were there to celebrate their families. It really does not reflect the event that we hosted.
Adding that those in the video will not be invited to future events. But Montoya taking to TikTok to defend her actions.
I would just like to say that, first of all, going topless in Washington, D.C. is legal. Why is my chest now deemed inappropriate or illegal when I show it off? However, before coming out as trans, it was not. I had zero intention of trying to be vulgar or be profane in any way.
So that trans activist at the White House Pride event has been banned. That was the big story earlier this week. But what has some of the response been from it? We had a little bit of response here on the show, but what are some of the conservatives saying? Some were very outraged. They're pointing how disgusting and horrible this was. And look, this is what we told you. All they think about is flashing and sex and grooming and pedophilia, because they connect all that for some reason to these folks. But there's one conservative radio host. His name is Jesse Kelly. Here's Jesse. I like the look on his face in that particular picture, mainly because this is what he tweeted about this entire situation. He goes that, and he used the disparaging term for trans folks, that flashed everyone at the White House looked pretty good. And I'm tired of pretending of course, he's gonna misgender her, pretending he didn't. Which Jake Shields responded to, I'm secure enough with my sexuality to admit that he has some really nice breasts, put it that way. So the discussion is on. The discussion is on, Jackson. Now they're like, well, wait a second. I didn't mind looking at that, so maybe I'm okay with this. It's a big illustration into the way they think about trans folks and the reasons why the hate is flowing so much amongst conservative circles. So, but this continued on because I don't think many folks knew what to do with this. Another user responded with this. Some people thought I was being extreme with this tweet, but I expect that within 2 years it will become quite apparent. This one was a little more confusing to me because I'm trying to figure which side of this debate this person was on. But they did tweet that, trust me on this, given that the overwhelming majority of people who seethe at my account are men, when I say that roughly 70% of the male population is gay, or at the least spiritual women, feminist propaganda works. Self-castration is the most honest solution here. I don't know if I'm not sure if you can read into that better. Are they going out of the fact that maybe it's folks like Jesse Kelly here, that he's lusting over this trans woman, and therefore he's spiritually a woman or is gay? I'm trying to figure out who his target is. It's really hard to figure out. There's more, but first, your first thoughts on this. This wasn't expected. I didn't expect it.
Well, I mean, again, this is another example of if people weren't up in arms about it, then you wouldn't have necessarily even noticed, And also, this is such like a church elder thing to be angry about, but like a church elder from the year like 1847 or something like that. It's just, oh, there were some boobs in the picture, and even at that, the White House said, oh, well, I guess that maybe was a little inappropriate. Sorry about that. Like, this isn't something that people are truly up in arms about. But then a couple days go by, and like my man said, that picture was perfect that you put up. He was like, well, now that you really, he looks like DJ Vlad, by the way. I don't know if you know how DJ.
Oh yeah,
he looks exactly like DJ Vlad. But yeah, he looks like. Now that I give that a double take, that's kind of hot. That's kind of hot. I can't even lie, bro. I can't even lie about that. Keep it coming.
And this is where it's tough. Look, there's more, because Clay Travis, another conservative commentator here, Graphic 5 here, you guys, was tweeting about this as well. Maybe it's what Jesse just kind of got going. He says, I'm with you. Great boobs. And I don't think I'd know that was a dude. As a First Amendment and boobs guy, this entire story has me totally shook. This is what people have been talking about, you guys. This is what people have been talking about. The problem that they have with trans women is they're like, oh my God, I might be attracted to them. And then therefore I feel some kind of insecurity within myself, which is the other commenter pointed out and saying, I'm secure enough in my sexuality. Are you secure enough in your sexuality to allow people to live and be who the hell they are? That's where this break comes. It's like, well, if it doesn't satisfy me, if I'm not looking going, well, I mean, did you trick me into actually looking at you and going, oh, I like that? Or is it that you're just being hateful? for the sake of being hateful, maybe for that particular job.
They're being hateful and riding the wave, but that is hilarious because again, it's like you know, bro, if you kind of just open your eyes a little bit, open your mind a little bit, it's not that bad. Okay. They're warming up to it. And again, what was it? Isn't it like the red states consume like the most trans porn or something like that?
I think porn in general is like a Bible belt, they say.
Yeah, in general, but yeah, it's all so funny.